Now, the same Uvalde Police Department that refused to allow parents into the school.
Parents, as you can see here, they're showing up. They are in a crisis. They are begging police to get inside, to go save their kids. They are crying. They are screaming. And police there are holding them back.
Are the now same police department refusing to cooperate with the government of Texas in their investigation into their actions during the Uvalde school shooting? Let's dive into it. Yo, what's good, YouTube? It's Rashad Crenshaw back again with another video. Now, the chief of police that was in charge of the unit that was on the ground during the Uvalde shooting is now refusing to cooperate with state of Texas investigators and is refusing to speak thoroughly with the media in regards to him and his team's response to the shooter and their inaction and decision to not go into that room and eliminate the shooter. Watch.
No, because you all know, obviously, we're not going to release anything. We have people in our community being buried, so we're going to be respectful.
I just want your reaction
we're going to be
the director McGraw saying that you were responsible for the decision to go into that room. How do you explain yourself to the parents?
We're going to be respectful to the family.
I understand that, but you have an opportunity to explain yourself to the parents.
And just so you know, we're going to do that eventually, obviously.
When?
And whenever this is done, we'll let the families quit grieving. Then we'll do that, obviously. And just so everybody knows, we've been in contact with DPS every day. Just so you all know.
They say They say that you're not cooperating.
I've been on the phone with them every day.
They say you're not cooperating.
So with that being said, with that being seen, let's talk about the fact that the police literally have so much leeway in this country, it's unbelievable. This is the one situation where I expect both conservatives on the right and liberals on the left to come together and agree that the police have way too much power and have gotten way too comfortable. The comfort that they exercise to the extent that they're willing to sit there and let these kids get shot up while they're standing outside. And now in the nation and their particular state of Texas asks them, what was that? You sit there and you say, we don't owe no answers. I don't know nobody no answers. We don't have to tell y'all nothing. We're the police. Now, you know what would happen if they had been investigating themselves, they would have came to a conclusion very quickly. You know, we've investigated ourselves and we've come to the conclusion that, you know, nothing went wrong. We followed protocol, which we all know was not in fact protocol. Protocol is to confront the shooter, close with and destroy the shooter. They did not fulfill the parameters of that protocol. And now here we are. They're dealing with the fallout of that. They don't want to cooperate because they know they went against protocol. Now, Sheriff Grady Judd of Florida, he came out and gave a statement saying, as long as they're shooting at us, they're not shooting at the kids. Now, that quote right there it summarizes everything. When you sign on that dotted line and take that responsibility to be a police officer, you do that knowing that maybe, just maybe, and this is a 1% chance, but just maybe, you might find yourself in a situation where you have to defend someone's life from a school shooter, from a mass shooter. Are you willing to close with and destroy the enemy combatant in that situation? If the answer is no, maybe being a cop isn't for you. And for 19 of the Uvalde police, that answer was no. We're not going to go in there and close with and destroy this guy. Somebody from Border Patrol had to be called from confronting illegal immigrants trying to smuggle people from their actual job to come to the school to kill the shooter because the people who were supposed to be doing their jobs wouldn't do it. And we're supposed to be giving them special treatment? Can the left and the right please come together and agree for 1 second that the police have way too much power and too much of a lackadaisical attitude when it comes to accountability? No accountability, absolutely zero. And we're supposed to just accept this. We're just supposed to be cool with this as the American people. And here's my issue that I have with the left and their opinion on this, right? The left, for some reason, you guys have been pushing this narrative of Let the police handle it. If something goes wrong, let the police handle it. Do you see now that the police aren't necessarily all that interested in risking their life for you? Who are you? Some random person? Why should they be in a hurry to get there when they can just wait a few minutes, maybe even 30 minutes? You'll be dead. The person who killed you has probably fled the scene and they don't got to deal with somebody trying to kill them. Perfectly convenient. I mean, imagine if you were a cowardly cop. What would you do? Wait in your cruiser for about 30 minutes, then head on out. You know, the caller is probably dead. The assailant is probably fled. And you are not dead. Isn't that mighty convenient? What I'm trying to get across here is this. Your personal safety is of your own concern. You cannot expect anyone else to stick their neck out for you, even someone who signs on the dotted line. I trust an 18-year-old Marine more than I trust the cops right now. I trust an 18-year-old Marine who got tricked into joining the Marine Corps because the recruiter said, "Do you have what it takes to be a Marine?" I trust him. I trust that dumb kid more than I trust these cops. Because at least our Marine Corps and Army and all the other branches have shown on multiple occasions they will face and brave any danger to protect American freedoms. The cops? No. They've shown the opposite. They've shown that your safety, not really that much of a priority when our safety is in jeopardy. And what you got to take away from that is understanding the fact that your safety is of your own concern. These folk are not willing to stick their neck out for you. They're not willing to stick their necks out for you, point blank, period. They're not going to stick their necks out for you and die. Not even these kids, not even in a small town where news doesn't spread that easily, or at least so they thought. In a small town like Uvalde, where everyone knows each other and no one even knows that the town even exists. I didn't know about Uvalde until the shooting. In a small town like that, where they have the benefit of obscurity, they still can't act right. Still can't act right. Do you understand now that your safety is of your own concern? This idea of civilians don't need AR-15s, let the police handle it. Do you understand now? Do you get it now? Do you realize and understand now that they cannot be trusted with your safety? Do not buy into this foolish narrative that further gun control and gun laws is the answer. It is not. There is a mental health problem in America right now, and nobody wants to address that. We've had guns in America, semi-automatic guns, for a very long time. We've had it for a very long time. We've had private citizens owning weapons that could be used for a mass shooting for almost an entire century. It's only recently that we're seeing people getting lit up. What is happening? It's up here. People are going crazy. I know that word you're not supposed to use that word anymore. Apparently it's like politically incorrect to use the C word. Everyone knows that people are going crazy. Why is it unacceptable to point out the truth? People's mental health is dipping. 1 in 4 women are on psych meds. People are losing their minds. People are rapping about smoking on so-and-so. We smoking on Tuka. We smoking on this. Culture in America is dipping like nobody's business, and nobody wants to address that fact. We all want to maintain what's probably making people go crazy while simultaneously throwing paperwork and BS laws at the problem. Let me tell y'all something. Do not fall for this. Protect yourself. They're trying to get AR-15s banned. If you are someone who lives by themselves or you have a family, whatever, go to your nearest gun store and get an AR-15. Go to your nearest gun store and get geared up, get armed up, get as many guns as you need, get all the ammunition you need, get all the training rounds you need. Gear up to protect yourself. Gear up. You never know what's going to happen. Looks like World War III is on the verge of breaking out. You don't know if the power grid is going to get cut off by Russia. You don't know what's going to happen. Do not let the comfort of American life fool you and delude you into believing that everything is blase blah. Especially those of us in the black community know that you can't just assume that you're safe. You have to be the vanguard of your own safety. Nobody can be that but you. You have that responsibility upon yourself. And that is what the Uvalde police have shown. And that is what police behavior for the majority of time has shown. That these people are not going to protect you. They're not even legally obligated to under the Supreme Court. The Supreme Court ruled that they are not under legal obligation to help you. You get it now?